Hi, Mrs. Smith. My name is Miss Mia. I'm Anna's first grade teacher. I wanted to talk with you today to discuss some things I've noticed in the classroom. Before we get started, have you noticed anything about her literacy or her writing skills at home?
Yeah, actually, I think I've noticed how Anna has had some difficulty with her uppercase and lowercase letters.
Okay.
Just the difference between the 2.
Mhm.
And as far as literacy, I think she's been struggling with like sounding out words, especially like rug and tip. I've noticed, especially.
Yeah. Okay. So actually, those are some of the words that I have seen her struggle with in class as well. So before we get to like the areas she can grow in, I would also like to talk about the areas that she is excelling in right now. She's really doing great with her rhyming words, doing amazing. She is able to write her name. I have noticed that she does it really well. I will say though, the only thing that I wanted her to grow with is also her lowercase and uppercase letters. Once she writes her name, she writes it in all caps, and I kind of want her to get used to writing it capital and lowercase. So that's also an area we can definitely grow in. Also, her segmenting words, so letters that she does have a hard time sounding out, such as rug, tip, red, wig. There might be another. I'll double check that. But she's doing well for the most part. She's doing pretty great with the rest of her literacy. So yes. Do you have any questions or any concerns, other concerns outside of those?
Not currently.
Okay.
No.
No worries. Okay, so then the way I'm going to address this in the classroom I plan to have her join a small group instruction while my other students are working on like their busy work, or maybe when they're doing math or something else. I'll just pull them aside and finish up with our literacy, since literacy does come before math, or it comes after math. I'll work with that on her. I'll work with her on that, sorry. And then it won't just, like I said, small groups, so I'll have like other students that are also having a hard time doing spelling and writing, focus on the same thing as her. It's not going to be a bigger group than probably 3 or 4 kids.
Okay, perfect.
So then they're going to work on spelling, and they're going to work on their letter sounds. And then in the end, I just want her to be able to grow in her literacy and writing. And I know you would too.
Yes.
So, yeah. The way I'm going to monitor this is I plan to monitor her progress using a checklist and an informal assessment. Informal assessments are like tests or quizzes that I create that I know will focus on the stuff that I think she needs to focus on. So I'll have those, and then it doesn't even have to be a timed quiz. It can also be an exit ticket, which I think they also have a lot of fun with their exit tickets since they're more like creative and whatnot. So yeah, and then the way that I'm gonna like tell you about her progress, we can definitely have another parent-teacher conference, or I can use Class Dojo if you've used Class Dojo before.
Yeah, I think I've heard of it before.
Okay, perfect. And then we also have GroupMe and email. Obviously, I don't know if you use email often, but that's also an option. And then I was thinking for her home strategy and activity, if we give Anna a few extra spelling words maybe to focus on, it could be the words such as rug, tip, red, and wig, and then just have similar words to those that she can also practice on. And then I also want her really focusing on those letter sounds. Just based off of the data that I've already collected, I feel like she could use a little bit more help with that. So yes, and then I'll give her a word bank with the words such as rug, tip, red, and wig, and then once she's practiced them, I want you to give her a quiz at the end of her homework. And I'll give her a packet. It'll probably be like a 2-page packet. I want her to just practice on it 5 days a week, and then obviously she gets her weekends. So we'll do that, and then after each day you do it with her, if you can just quiz her on it, and then on Friday if you've done the same process, I think you should just put like a star next to the words that she's still struggling with, and then we can come up with a better exercise to help her with those words as well.
Okay, perfect.
Any other questions, concerns?
No, I don't think so. Thank you so much.